On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Pronounce.
To say or speak a word or words correctly or in a particular way.
Examples:
Pronounce a judgment. Pronounce a name. She struggled to pronounce the word in a foreign language.
Whoosh.
A rushing or swishing sound, such as that made by something moving quickly through the air, or by a sudden gust of wind. Verb, to move swiftly with a rushing or whooshing sound.
Examples:
Whoosh of a falling object. Hear a whoosh. The whoosh of the wind through the trees was the only sound in the forest.
Avalanche.
A sudden and rapid movement of a large amount of snow, ice, rocks, or other debris down a steep slope, a rapid and overwhelming occurrence of events or circumstances.
Examples:
Avalanche warning. An avalanche of questions. The skiers narrowly escaped the avalanche by taking shelter behind a nearby rock.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Sorcery.
The use of magic, often associated with evil or supernatural powers, witchcraft.
Examples:
Mystical sorcery. Dark sorcery. He claimed that he could perform sorcery and cast spells.
Apprentice.
A person who works for and learns from a skilled employer to become a skilled worker themselves.
Examples:
Apprentice carpenter. A young apprentice. He took on an apprentice to teach him the trade.
Traction.
The action or ability to pull something along a surface without sliding.
Examples:
Increased traction on ice. Electronic traction. His leg was in traction for weeks after the accident.
Pronounced.
Clearly and distinctly expressed or noticeable, emphasized.
Examples:
Clearly pronounced utterances. Pronounced difference. The chef's herbs and spices gave the dish a pronounced flavor.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Evoke.
To bring or recall a feeling, memory, or image into your mind.
Examples:
Evoke a sense of awe. Evoke sympathy. This movie is likely to evoke strong emotions in the viewer.
Insecure.
Not firm or firmly fixed, likely to fail or give way, or not assured of safety.
Examples:
An insecure future. Insecure attachment. Children in an unstructured environment often feel insecure.
Magician.
A person who performs magic tricks or illusions to entertain an audience, typically involves sleight of hand or deception to create seemingly impossible or supernatural effects.
Examples:
Magician's hat. Street magician. The children were delighted with the magician's clever tricks.
Compile.
To create a book, a list, a report, etc., by combining various objects, articles, music, etc.
Examples:
Compile a biography. Compile the data. We are attempting to compile a list of qualified candidates for the position.
Molecular.
Of or relating to molecules, equals a group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Molecular structure. Molecular biology. Molecular weight is the sum of all the atoms.
Encode.
To convert information into a code or format suitable for storage or transmission.
Examples:
Encode data. Encode information. The software can encode and decode encrypted messages.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Interpret.
To explain or assign the meaning of information, actions, etc.
Examples:
Interpret a graph. Interpret the question. Different people might interpret this news differently.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Amino.
Compounds and functional groups that contain a basic nitrogen atom with a lone pair, NH2, that combine to make protein.
Examples:
Amino compound. Amino acid. This company was granted a patent for its amino resin manufacturing process.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples:
Oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Sticky.
Made of or covered with an adhesive substance, hot or warm and humid.
Examples:
Sticky weather. Sticky situation. A peculiar sticky material coated the foliage.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Nanoscale.
On a scale that can be measured in nanometers, equals 1/1000th of a meter, on a very small scale.
Examples:
Nanoscale device. Things at the nanoscale. This process improves the strength of the metal by controlling the nanoscale lattice structure of the metal.
Folding.
Capable of being folded or bent, having one or more sections that can be folded or collapsed for easier storage or transportation.
Examples:
Folding knife. Folding table. The folding chairs were easy to set up and take down for the event.
Stapler.
A device used to bind sheets of paper together by driving a small metal staple, equals a fastener used to secure multiple sheets of paper together, through them.
Examples:
Stapler pins. Electric stapler. The heavy-duty stapler is perfect for binding thick stacks of paper.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Arbitrary.
Based on chance or individual whim rather than any reason.
Examples:
Arbitrary size and shape. The arbitrary rule of a dictator. He collected data to avoid arbitrary decisions.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Origami.
The Japanese art or practice of folding paper into decorative shapes and figures.
Examples:
Origami paper. Origami art. I love making origami cranes during my free time.
Strand.
A very thin natural or synthetic thread, wire, hair, etc. Verb, to leave or drive a vessel, fish, etc., aground or ashore.
Examples:
A strand of fine hair. Double-strand DNA. I heard several melodic strands simultaneously.
Underwear.
Also undies, clothes worn next to the skin under outer clothes.
Examples:
Underwear clothing. Men's underwear. I want to buy new winter underwear because mine have holes in them.
Coding.
The process of writing or creating computer code, which is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to do to create software, websites, apps, and other digital products.
Examples:
Coding skills. Coding challenge. Coding boot camps have become a popular way to learn coding skills quickly.
Spit.
To eject saliva or other liquid from the mouth.
Examples:
Spit a bullet. Spit a mouthful of saliva. She tried to spit out the gum that she had been chewing.
Synthesizer.
An electronic musical instrument that generates audio signals and is used to create a wide range of sounds, from imitations of traditional instruments to entirely new sounds.
Examples:
Synthesizer bass. Music synthesizer. The electronic synthesizer created a range of unique sounds for the music.
Photocopy.
A duplicate of a document or image made by a process involving the use of light and photosensitive material, a copy made by a photocopier.
Examples:
Photocopy machine. Color photocopy. I need to make a photocopy of this document before I send it out.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Cluster.
A group of similar things or people close together, often forming a distinct mass or unit.
Examples:
Live in a cluster. A cluster of stars. A cluster of grapes hung from the vine.
String.
Long, thin material used for tying things together, composed of several twisted threads.
Examples:
Retie the string and make it strong. Tense piano strings. She wore a string of pearls around her neck.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Bind.
To tie or fasten someone or something tightly with rope, string, etc., so that they cannot move or are held together strongly.
Examples:
Bind the man's hands. Bind old letters into a bundle. The company's rules bind the employees' working hours.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Approximate.
Nearly accurate or correct, but not completely so.
Examples:
Linear approximate equation. Approximate time. The approximate cost of the project was estimated to be around $500,000.
Microscope.
An instrument used to see objects or substances that are too small to be seen with the naked eye.
Examples:
Microscope slide. Electron microscope. I used an optical microscope to observe the small organisms in the water sample.
Neat.
Clean or tidy, with everything in its place.
Examples:
A neat piece of work. Neat idea. She has neat habits.
Staple.
Important, basic, or essential to something or someone, forming an integral part of a particular diet or industry.
Examples:
Staple commodities. Staple ingredient. Rice is a staple food in many Asian countries.
Buddy.
A close friend, a partner, especially one of a pair or team.
Examples:
My golf buddy. Buddy movie. He was the first buddy in the military training camp.
Triangle.
A three-sided polygon with three angles, something that has three sides or parts.
Examples:
Triangle shape. Love triangle. The Pythagorean theorem is used to calculate the length of the sides of a right triangle.
Rectangle.
A four-sided geometric shape with four right angles, where opposite sides are parallel and of equal length.
Examples:
Orthogonal rectangle. Rectangle box. The living room had a rectangle-shaped coffee table in the center of it.
Cast.
To cause light or shadow to appear on a surface, to assign or choose someone such as an actor or representative, especially by selection process.
Examples:
Cast a ballot. Cast a charming eye. This accident cast a dark shadow over their lives.
Assembly.
A group of people who have been elected, especially one that meets regularly and makes decisions or laws for a specific region or country.
Examples:
Assembly line. Assembly hall. This company's assembly plant is an enormous facility.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Artifact.
A person-made object, especially one of historical or cultural interest.
Examples:
Paleolithic artifacts. Peruvian artifacts. The museum has a vast collection of Greek artifacts.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.